Hi guys, welcome back to one of my new videos. Today is not a video review of any toys. I just want to share some of my thoughts about 3D printing if you're a collector or a customizer. So I got recently this printer about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not a designer, or I don't even know how to make models, so I've been basically trying to find free stuff on the net. So I've been printing them, and yeah, so I think this is probably the future. And besides the 3D printing, I think there are already some technologies that allow you to scan objects and turn them automatically into a 3D object. Some of them are still expensive. Yeah, printers are also still a little bit expensive, or at least most of them. So I think in the future that's probably what we will see, and especially those guys that are taking a lot of time casting parts and so on, probably they will move to this technology in the future. But so this printer in particular, I'm not going to review it because there are lots of reviews out there. I'm also not a 3D expert. I'm just using it, starting it. Just want to show you what can be done if you're customizing your figures or you're making dioramas. Yeah, so I just want to show you what can be done. This particular printer is from a brand called Anycubic. This is their cheapest model. I think this is probably the most recent one. I got this, I have to say, pretty cheap. I think it was $150 because they were having a discount of already at the time. It was costing $170, and then I got a coupon. I contacted them and they gave me a coupon. So yeah, it was cheap. It has some limitations. You cannot print big parts because the fusion or the base itself, where the parts are printed, it's rather small. I can eventually show you here. So basically how this works is so you put resin in here, and this resin will be hardened by some UV light that comes from the bottom, so this head, or whatever this part is called, comes down, and so the UV light passes, it hardens, then goes up, and then goes down again. It's always the same movement. Basically this you have to do what they call slicing of the model, which just turns your model into a bunch of printable layers, and that's how it does. So layer by layer is creating the model just like the others, but in this case it's with resin and UV light. So I have here some stuff. I printed some other stuff, but just starting here, for example, with this chair and this table, I also printed a computer and some other stuff. These ones, I got them for free. These are not actually for 3D printing. I think these were used for architects to make those room designs and so on. But they are OBJ files, and you can use them in the software and print them. So they come out very nice. The detail here is actually very surprising, taking into consideration how complex this model is. It came out really nice. So the table, it's a table, nothing special. The only problem with this with this technology. I guess the other also, but here probably you have to be more careful because your model is always hanging up there, so you have to put some supports. So, and the supports leave some marks, so you have to sand this a little bit, but it still needs some work, and then paint job and so on. And then here I have, this is a Arkham Knight head. You can see it's quite detailed. Yeah, I know we have a DC collectibles that Arkham Knight from this. These all parts are of course in 1/18 scale, basically. That's the beauty of it. You can scale them to whatever size you want. So you can even print the chair in 1/12 scale or whatever. So this head was not a head. It was actually a real size helmet. Because if it was a real size helmet, so when I resized it, when I shrinked it, when I reduced the size, of course the outside layer was very, very thin. So it was printed, but was very, very thin. You could smash it really, really easy. So what I had to do some modification. I had to learn a little bit how to use some of the 3D softwares that you have around. So I had to make this hollow part. I had to fill in this hollow part before I resized it, and then came out quite okay. It's really nice detailing, only needs a paint job, and this head is, I think, better than the one from the DC collection. I always thought that head, the figure is okay, but the head is a little bit small, so this one is a little bit bigger. And these are some astronaut helmets. Yeah, I used clear resin, but this resin is not totally clear. As you see, it's already a little bit foggy. But yeah, they are also very nicely detailed. You didn't lose anything, and that's also the beauty of this printer, because it's cheap. But from the reviews I saw before I bought it, you could this is not that bad for an entry printer, and the final result compared with other printers is almost the same, or not much difference in terms of quality. I guess then this is my opinion. If you want to print bigger parts, probably this will be more complicated, and the end result will be probably worse. But for small parts, it's fine, and well, that's what I wanted this printer for. And here you have a figure just for you to check the size. So this guy is a little bit big, actually. So it looks a little bit big compared to the chair, but still okay. So yeah, I have a office chair, I have a table, and I have other computer and a mouse and stuff. So that's the beauty of it. You can find a lot of free stuff on the net. Of course, some are paid, some are cheap, and you can buy the models. Others are not that cheap. But you can always, if you have the time and if it's something you like, you can try and figure out how to model your objects. Although I think it's something that takes a lot of hours. You have to spend a lot of hours to learn how to do it properly. And yeah, I just wanted to share this video. So not toys. And hope you liked it, you found it useful, and see you in my next review, and thumbs up.